What's going on, folks? Ultimate, or sorry, Fight Day live chat. UFC Vegas 36. Only going to be doing a half an hour this time around since we do have an early start time. 2 p.m. Eastern is when the first prelim kicks off. Um, Obviously, I got a bunch of entry shit to do for the lock of the night and dog of the night challenge, so I want to be sure that I have enough time to do that so I can just kick back, burn up, and just watch some of these fights. Um, Tough card, honestly. I feel it's a tough card. We got 9 fights. I This is probably the first time I've ever not had a lock of the night play for a UFC card. I feel as though I need to accept the fact that I can't be doing it for every single card. Not saying that I'm going to completely stop doing lock of the night plays. I will still be having them for the majority of the events, but when there's a card like this one, where I just feel a little bit of hesitancy, even in my two most confident predictions, I don't want to force myself to put more than 3.5 units on something that I don't feel comfortable doing so. So I have, that's kind of my thing is where if it's a bet larger than 3.5 units, it's considered a lock of the night play. So the only plays that I have today, I have 2 plays. They're small plays. No crazy action for me today. 2 units on Marc Andre Barrio, and then I got a half a unit on Sergey Spivak at plus 190. The Barrio line is roughly around minus 175, but I like it. I have some DGen plays as well, one of them including the famous Kim via KO. Plus, you know what? Let me just quickly see what the odds are there. Kim via KO, I got it at. Where the fuck did it go? I thought I placed it on Coolbet. It is not on Coolbet. Give me 1 second, fellas. It was in the plus like 1,000, 1,100 range, but I just want to make sure that I got it correct here. But yeah, I put $50 on it. If you guys were watching the Ultimate Wayne stream last night, you guys remember that little jibber jabber that me and Cross were doing back and forth with each other for the Kim KO, and then perfectly timed Eddie Cha comes in and joins the stream, and kind of you know gives me a little bit more confidence in it by saying that Kim can crack. Yeah, it was plus just about a plus 1,000 there. Yeah, that was funny. That's funny. The timing on that was absolutely epic. Um, yeah, the stream last night was amazing. I'm still trying to pinch myself in the sense that it was probably one of the better streams that I've done. The weird thing is, I wasn't really nervous going into it. Um, Nor was I nervous during it. I felt like the questions were easy to come up with. I don't do a whole lot of uh preparing in the sense of getting ready for a stream here. I mean, I've preferred to just let it flow, be a little bit fluid, right? um yeah, because normally we have the fight breakdowns to kind of carry us through, but what I think I'm going to do, especially when I have these bigger name guests, I don't think I'm gonna cover the full card. I think I'm gonna. I think it was my guy Jimmy C. If you're in the chat here, shout out to my guy Jimmy C. But uh, I feel as though like I'll focus more so on the big matchups, or at least talk to the coach beforehand, or whoever the fuck it is beforehand, to be like, hey, which fights do you feel comfortable talking about? Which ones do you want to cover? Then we can go in depth about those. And while we're talking about it, we can kind of derail at times and talk about other shit as well. And I think that's what people would really enjoy. Again, I am doing my best to kind of open up my contact list, trying to grow my contact list so that I can have, those types of guests on a regular basis. I know that's what you guys are coming to expect from me, so it's going to be hard to kind of withhold that type of standard, but I will do my best, I promise. There are three names now. Well, two names that I can't really divulge at the moment that I feel very comfortable about, that I feel as though will be able to be on the same level as James Krause. Uh, but that will probably be, maybe end of the month, maybe next month. And then another one, Eddie Cha telling me that Santino DeFranco would love to do something like this. So I'm looking forward to having Santino on as well. For those of you not familiar with him, he is pretty much the other mastermind over there at Fight Ready. And apparently he's on absolute fire with his picks. So let's see if we can get him to share anything with us here for us measly MMA predictor channels on YouTube here. All right, let's see what the chat is saying, since that's pretty much what we are here for you guys. I am just having a little bit of difficulty with one thing, so just give me a second. Yeah, it's weird. My browser's acting up. All right, let's just get into it. Elijah Dream in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my brother. John saying, "Man, I did so much research and watching Infused. I'm back where I started. Most of these people on this card have a new camp, more focused, and have a new strategies. With that said, Roundtree and Dalcha to win by KO. I'm actually picking complete opposite of both of those, but good luck to you, my friend. But yes, this is definitely a very difficult card to call, in my opinion, which is why I'm choosing to go very low volume with it. Manny V saying Buenos Dias. Let's fucking go. My guy Evil Stuff in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Jack9440 saying, hey, lock 7 p.m. start for us in the UK. Makes a change from 12 a.m. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are super happy about that. But yeah, I love these early start times over here. 2 p.m. Eastern. I love it. I love it. Sahil Pancholi saying cross on your show. Yeah, he's an absolute beast. Valentine Zek, internet legs here just to send quick greetings. Thank you, brother. Urban Man in New Jersey. Yo, bro, I sent it tonight. McCann moneyline, Pimblett moneyline, Shore versus Sholinian to go the distance, and over 1.5 in Spivak and Aspinall. I feel like I'm picking the complete opposite of all of that, except the over 1.5 for Spivak and Aspinall. Good luck, brother. Eddie Price, Stalcha not winning. Yes, I agree. Anything with Z today? No. Unfortunately, our schedules didn't really work out today. It's going to be a little bit too much for me to go out to his place again. He lives like an hour and a half away from me, and then to come back after that, got some things. So we are rescheduling that. I apologize for teasing it the other day, but yeah, we will be rescheduling it for a future card, and we will let you guys know as soon as possible. Spot on pick saying that podcast you did yesterday with Kraus and Chow was so good. I appreciate it, man. Kraus is awesome. Yeah, that guy is an absolute G. Alex is saying Patty submission. I'd be surprised if he submits the black belt here. I actually have it the other way around. Shoot trades. What's your opinion on Luigi? I think he's the better striker, more power in his hands. And then when it gets to the ground, I think it's going to be competitive. Not ruling out a Luigi Vendramini submission at plus 1,000 either. Sahel Poncholi, James Cross on your show. You have made it, my man. Amazing stuff. Cody is legend in his own way, too. All respect. I definitely have not made it yet, but I'm definitely on the way there. So appreciate the love, my guy. Evo Steph, to be honest, this card is too early for me. Can't really get into my hype mindset. Oh, trust me, I am super hyped, no matter what time it is. I know it's the UK gang, though. Yeah, exactly. We got to give them a card every now and then where they're not, staying up until the depths of the night. Arshdeep Bath saying, I'm hyped 24/7 myself as well, brother. Man, Arosa Zolchini, he is. I believe that. And again, defensively void as well when it comes to the striking game. Andrew Marchenko, hey, Locke, can you ask Eddie Chaw privately why the fuck Luke Sanders never uses his wrestling and always busts my bets on him? I think I did see you actually comment that the other night, but again, obviously, I can't ask him something like that right off the rip, right? So maybe when I get a little bit more comfortable with him, I'll start joking with him a little bit more and then ask him that. Dog MMA. Best thing about this card is the 8 p.m. start time, SA time. I'm assuming that means South Africa. No all nighter needed. Yes, you guys are lucky. You guys across the pond are on prime time for the fights tonight. But again, I enjoy these early cards. For those of you guys that have been fans for like years and years, if you guys remember, they used to do those China, Singapore, and those I think even the Philippines did those cards super early, right? Like they did them at like 11 a.m. Eastern time. I fucking loved it. Even I think it was Dong Young Kim against John Hathaway, which was like a 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. start time. I love it. 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 Anthony C in the chat, thoughts on Arosa by possible sub. I think that's a sneaky play for sure. I like the under 2.5 in that. I think both guys have finishing capabilities. I'm actually picking Jourdain by knockout, but Erosa by sub. I talked about it earlier this week as well. I think it is a very sneaky play. Chase Collins, Kim first round KO. That would be amazing if she could get it done in the first round. Steiner Bloke, Tommy Shore gets it done inside the distance. Man, yeah, I need it. Yeah, I do think he gets it done inside the distance. I think the level of competition there and skill is just so vast. But yeah, I like it. Smash the like. Yes. Thank you, irregardless. Thank you for reminding the dudes. Big J, you killed it last night, bro. You're a natural. Seriously, I appreciate it, man. James Young saying Eddie cha cha cha. Yeah, again, I didn't feel nervous, man. It was so weird. Like I felt. I think what really helped is as soon as, well, two things. Having them on separately so I could get, more comfortable with James again. Like the first time I had him on for the 264 card, I was nervous as fuck that time. Not just him, Kalikas and Yanni. So it was a big cast that night. But then having him on again, having that comfortability, me and him chit chatted a little bit before we actually went live as well. So that allowed me to get a little bit more comfortable. And then having Eddie come in and Eddie and James already having a great rapport, I felt like it was making it a little bit easier for me to kind of not narrate, but host and do my job in terms of navigating the conversation. I had a ton of fun though. Had so much fun. Ben Peak. Hey, Locke, I think we're doing the right thing going light on this card. There's better spots the next two cards. Exactly. The September 18th card, I feel like I already have my lock of the night play set. Let's see how tonight goes first, and then I might even lock that up sooner than later. Dog MMA, South Africa. Yeah, that's what I thought. We can take down Clinic. I don't see it. She is a striker turned grappler. And though she had success against, lower level competition, I think Kim has drilled it enough that she should go out there, stuff some takedowns, and let her hands go. And like I said, possibly last night, possibly find a finish. So yeah, I like him. Dennis Lee, hearing that Kraus 13-13 on an LFA makes me wonder if he avoided the near complete misread by MMA Twitter of the UC card last week. I think he said he got got fucked last week as well. So um, yeah, I don't think he did a great job on the fights last week. Marchenko, did Kraus change your opinion on Morono Zavada fight? I feel like it's going to be a stick and move from Zavada and a stinky split. It did not. I still feel good about Morono, man. Again, that pressure, that forward movement, it's going to have an impact on the judges, and then obviously the volume that I believe Morono is going to throw. Zavada, I don't think is a technically great striker. I don't think he has that game plan or that ability to beat a guy and play the matador as effectively as you need to against a guy like Morono. Sahil Pancholi, AK Lee, Mike Heck, MMA fighting team, all picking Brunson. Are we missing something? I don't think that they're like those guys. I don't think they're watching the fights or studying the fights as close as we are as cappers and as analysts and predictors and stuff. Like, I think they go off memory, what they remember. Oh, he beat Holland. Oh, he beat Edmund Shavazian. He's going to continue that confidence. He's going to beat a guy like Darren Till. But like again, watch back that Kevin Holland fight later in the rounds. It gets very difficult for Brunson to stay out of trouble. Like again, Darren Till, a much better striker than Kevin Holland, much more powerful as well. I feel like if he hits Derek Brunson with the shots that Kevin Holland was hitting him with, not to mention the better takedown defense, he should be able to get Brunson out of there later. Kyle Davis is Bukowskis a good last guy in my lineup tonight. Literally, that is the fight that I feel least confident about. So I apologize. I'm picking Bukowskis to win, but I'm not trusting him with my money, whether it's DraftKings or betting there. Dylan R is the Canadian parlay of Barrio Jourdain worth it at plus 150. I would rather take the under 2.5 in the Jourdain fight than take him straight. All of his wins coming inside the distance, but it also does cover the potential of a Julian Erosa finish as well. I'm not as confident on Jourdain as most people are, but I am definitely confident on Barrio. But that's the best I can offer in terms of advice to my buddy. Sawyer, damn, Rojo was the only dog I was confident in. Yeah, he was close to being a play for me as well. But the thing that I liked the most in that fight was the fight doesn't go to decision or the under 2.5. I thought we were going to see absolute chaos, not chaos, but violence in that fight, and somebody was going to end up getting finished there. So, yeah, bummer that we lose that fight. Not even from a betting perspective, but also from like a entertainment perspective. I thought it could have gone down as a possible fight of the night candidate. Walla Walla Dose saying, ha, just finished the Kraus Cha video. Right into this one. Shit cart to bed, but excited to watch. Thanks, Lachlan. I appreciate the support, my guy. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like. That's the best way to support your boy if you haven't already. But yeah, that was a great video. Again, I'm still jittery over it, man. I had so much fucking fun last night, and everybody seems to have enjoyed it. DXJC Asian prospects have been abysmal this year. Yep, good point. Urban Men of New Jersey, McCann besting Priscilla with one eye showed her resilience. Still Priscilla Cachoeira. DXJC, but that's been Chinese prospects mostly. Maybe the South Koreans can turn it around. Shabazz was also kind of whooping that ass in the first as well. That's kind of Shabazian's game, though, right? Shabazian goes out there and he gets it done early, has a ton of success early, and then he was forced to work deeper into that fight. You know, even the Darren Stewart fight, even though he won that by decision, that third round did not look good. And that's kind of what ultimately led me to pick Derek Brunson, thinking that if he could survive that early onslaught, he should be able to come back and finish that fight. And thankfully he did. Thoughts on the Morono fight? A close fight, but I am picking Morono there. I think his output pressure will be enough for him to get the W there. Dog MMA, Dalcha, Mark Andre does not go the distance. Kind of like it. I like it. Dalcha could definitely get the knockout if he finds the chin. I think Andre does finish him in the third round. But there is a good chance it could potentially go to a decision as well. So, I wouldn't go lock the night deep on it doesn't go to decision in that fight. I did take a little bit of a sprinkle on Andre in round three. But yeah, if you're putting a gun to my head, I think it does not go to decision. Irregardless has a plus 855 legger. Let's see how this one looks. Jordan, like it. Roundtree Bukowski's over 1.5. Questionable, but I like it. Morono Zavada over 1.5. Like it. Aspinall, picking Spivak myself, but obviously Aspinall a very popular play this week. And then Brunson Till over 2.5. I like that. Kind of looks like a winning ticket to me, brother. Good luck, man. RC Bat saying my weekly degenerate parlay. Tail money line, like it. Aspinall, again, I'm on the other side there. Roundtree Bukowski's over 1.5. Sketchy one there, but I think that hits. Pimblet, I'm actually picking Vendramini. Kim McCann goes to decision. Makes sense there, but it could possibly get spoiled. Sure, I get it. Barrio, I get it. Good luck on that, my guy. Urban Men New Jersey, the over 3.5 for Till and Brunson a safe play. I don't think it's safe, man. I think Till can actually finish this fight almost at any point here. I'd be sweating that one. I'd be sweating that one personally. Manny V, do you see Patty getting the first round finish? He guaranteed. I do not. Dan Ghosting, let's see if the mustacheless Bangkok ready Ranchi can shine the shoes of the majestic beardless GM3 last week. I'm on Buakau Roundtree around 1 plus 600. That's a great fucking line, though, man. That is an absolutely great line. Anything over plus 400, plus 500 for a Roundtree in round one, I think is a steal, even though I'm picking Bukowskis to win. Great value there. Just as we saw last week with Abdul Razak Al Hassan, all of his wins coming in round one. For some reason, they're giving us plus 600 on Al Hassan in round one, and he goes out there and delivers for people. So I feel like you have to take advantage of those moments. Even if you end up losing it, it might be a long-term positive. Again, when you're backing guys that majority of the time are able to get that first round finish. All right. I am going to put together the totals parlay for you guys in a second here. Something that actually just opened up for my Canadians. I'm not sure if this is throughout Canada, but at least in Ontario, they've released online betting, single wagering betting. So I'm gonna start to look to take advantage of it, but let's see what the odds look like. Um, and if they have props, they do have props as well. So they have Barrio minus 175, which is what I already got it at. Let's see what their props look like. Total rounds. This is weird. So total rounds completed, less than one, at least one. That's what they're putting it at. So do they even have over unders? They don't have over unders. This is interesting. So yeah, total rounds completed. They'd have those instead of over unders. That's very weird. They have Barrio round three sitting at plus 800. They have method of victory as well. See what they're hanging the Kim KO at. So obviously they have a couple more things. That's so weird that they're actually doing total rounds completed. And the wording they're using, at least one, at least one round gets completed. That's weird to me. They have Kim by KO at plus 1000. So it seems like decent. Seems like a decent spot. All right. Let's see what the chat is saying. Evo Steph, even though he hangs it up in the air like a disco ball, does Brunson have the chin to make it out of the first round if he doesn't get a knockout or a takedown? I think he could. Like, I think he could get out of the round or out of the first couple rounds. It's when he starts to slow down is when I have question marks about him. Andrei Marchenko, do you see Luigi scoring well on DK, especially if a fight goes to decision? Possibly, control time, takedowns, possible knockout. While you're saying if it goes to a decision, possibly he could. Doughboy Nasty. I got 150 on Kill by KO plus 220. Should I sweat it? It shouldn't be too much of a sweat, but I do think it hits. Dylan Ray, RIP, all the parlays with Murdoch last week. Yeah. GM3 came. Anthony saying OLG, bro, no way. Yes. I'm from Ontario. Yeah. Just go to prolineplus.olg.ca and you can start single wagering betting, obviously parlaying as well and stuff too. So I believe it just got released last week or the week before, so I'm going to start taking full advantage of that. Aspinall Club and Sub, possible. John, are people high on Jordan for output and gas tank or just fitting a roasted chin? I think just the hype around Jordan, you know what I mean? Flashy guy, has some knockouts, has some good performances, all of his wins by knockout. Um, and coupled that with the Rosa's questionable durability and striking defense. Walla Walla is saying so close to sprinkling clear round two, round one, round two, but I think it's because that's what I want to see happen. Yeah, you got to find a way to separate those. Real News MMA saying, yeah, man, Proline seems to be letting me make single picks here in Atlantic Canada too. Good times. Yeah, exactly. Jack 9440 saying Sky Bet, a UK bookie always has over under zero point 0.5 rounds to 4.5. That's actually pretty cool, especially fights you expect to finish quickly, right? Goldstein, I have as much faith in Roundtree as I do in my chance of blowing out Megan the Stallion's back, but that's too tempting for a known degenerate like me. I was on Rojo round one at 11-1. That's a crazy line. Bummed that one got fucked there. Walla Doe's thoughts on main event total. I think we can get through 2 rounds. I agree. Jay is saying Proline don't use that trash. Again, they just released single wagering betting. Why would I not use it? Like pro line as in like parlaying spreads and all that shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. But like using like they're actually treating it like a regular bookie now. So that's fucking cool. Part saying, did we already talk about Patty? Kind of. I think he loses here. I think this is a tough matchup for him. Average Joe, which big favorite shits in the apple pie this week? I think it's Aspinall, man. I think it's going to be Aspinall. Anthony C, do you have a promo code I could help you with? I'm signing up now. I do not have a promo code with Proline. Maybe that's something I'll look to get into. Just single betting via OG, just me, no round robins. I believe so. Like single, like you can just treat it like a regular bookie. If you used to play Proline before, you remember that they used to just make you, parlay spreads together pretty much. At least that's the extent that I used to use it at. I'm not sure how much more they allowed you to use it. All the smoke, and Jordan looks for the kill even in the third. Yeah, the kid's a beast for sure. Irregardless, Suarez near even money now. I got in on him at plus 120. Yeah, that line's been coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if it's split flips. Was Seam saying how many hours till the fight? It starts in an hour and a half. 2 p.m. Eastern. Real News Pro Line is all I can use here without betting online. Can you actually like go in to like those like OLG spots and make single wager betting there? That's my question as well. Or is it just online? I'm pretty sure it's just online where you can use it as a regular bookie. I think it's pushed another 30 minutes because of cancellation. 2 p.m. Eastern. Yes, 2 p.m. Eastern is when it's. Pro line odds are usually way more juiced. It's trash. It just came out. Like it literally just came out. Uh, so far from what I've been seeing, I don't think the lines are too bad. But again, let's see how it goes if I use it a little bit more. Goldstein, I have a decent size nut on Aspinall versus Spivak. Second round starts at like minus 115 ish. I like that line. I do. Not betting Spivak wins, just that he has enough wherewithal to survive around. I agree. 4 a.m. start for Aussies. Damn. Kyle Davis, who's your most comfortable winner? Not named sure. Again, this is the first event where I'm not having a lock and night play, so keep that in mind. I did only my biggest play is a 2 unit play on Marc Andre Barrios. 9 fights, yes. Regardless, Aspinall was drinking American beers with MMA on point a few weeks ago, so be careful with him. But I'm highly confident in him after weigh-in. Yeah, I heard some interesting things. Let's just say that. Alexander Ryan, I'm pretty confident with Alex Morono. Happy the line is closing. Yeah, a lot of people heavy on that Zavada side. Real News MMA. I'll try single waiter bet at the gas station and get back to it. Yeah, I think Proline Plus is just online. I think I remember seeing that somewhere in their marketing or something like that. But good luck. Good luck. Spivak Aspinall over 1.5. I think so. I think it goes over. That's if Spivak survives that first round, which again, it is a question mark, but I think he can do it. John Brunson or Zavada for DK. Zavada averages 40 points and losses, but Brunson high upside with the takedown. Um, I personally, I'm expecting a round 4 finish for Till, so I do think he'll get at least 3 solid rounds of work from Brunson, and I think he'll be more successful than Zavada early. Uh, Maybe Brunson would be the spot there. Hisham saying, should I parlay Alabama minus 19.5? I know nothing about college football, my guy. I know nothing about it. I told somebody yesterday on the UNC minus 5.5, and that absolutely blew up in my face. I watched it a little bit at the beginning, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to go good. And it didn't go good. Tio took it. What the fuck is up, Lock? Appreciate you stopping by, my guy. Hisham is saying Aspinall was going to sleep. He came in such good shape. He's always in good shape. Till usually bigger man, right? So seeing Brunson match up well was interesting. Well, Till used to be the bigger man at middleweight, right? Or sorry, at welterweight. Now he's starting to fight guys that are roughly around his height. And luckily for him, Kelvin Gastelum, not that big, so you're still able to have a good size advantage there. Robert Whitaker, former 170er himself, good for Till in terms of being able to, not be too outsized in that fight, even though he still lost it. But Brunson is, I think, the first true guy that's going to be kind of the same size ish as Till going into this fight. No worries, John. I appreciate it as well. All right, we got about 2 minutes left here. Let me just do my totals parlay for you guys, and I'm gonna get out of here. Uh, all right, get out your pens and papers. Hopefully, we can hit one this week, especially with the light card on my end. Totals. Okay, I will go with the over 2.5 in Morono Zavada, the under 2.5 in Shore and Shalinian, under 2.5 in Jordan and Erosa. Fuck. Very skeptical one here, guys. I don't wanna force anything too crazy. I do think Vendramini and Pimblett finishes under 2.5, so I'm gonna throw that in there as well. Let's go with Brunson Till under 3.5. I don't want to put Kim and McCann in it. Again, I have that sneaky suspicion that Kim could potentially get a finish in this fight. And even Barrio and Lungiambula, like it might be one of those fights where it finishes between the last within the last 2.5 minutes of the fight. So we'd get burned on that over 2.5 or under 2.5. Or sorry, the under 2.5. Okay. Again, light card. So out of the 9 fights, I'm choosing 5 of them to take their totals. I'll go over them once again for you guys. Over 2.5 in Morono Zavada, under 2.5 in Shore Shalinian, under 2.5 in Erosa and Jourdain, under 2.5 in Pimla and Venjamini, and then under 3.5 in Brunson and Till. That's plus 1310 for you guys. Hopefully that hits. Metalingus, do you see any adversity for Barrio? Early, yes, but after that, I think he should be able to cruise. But yes, he is like my biggest bet on the card. But again, keep this in mind: no lock of the night play for tonight. Benjamin by second round sub, I like it. Joe Jason Jordan is my biggest bet. Orosa sloppy boxing, bad chin and bad striking defense and shit wrestling to get it to the ground. I disagree on that last part. I do think he has decent enough wrestling to potentially grapple fuck Jordan, who's kryptonite has always been the wrestling. So outside of that, I do think Jourdain wins. I think he knocks him out. Dan Goldstein at 26-1. I took a zero confidence punt on Brunson by sub, just on the off chance Brunson has toes back at some point, just a lazy $10 play. I don't mind those long shot spots. Probably some live bet spots tonight, trying to be more disciplined. Yeah. Um, again, till after rounds 1 and 2, I think is a good spot. I think Barrio after round 1 is a good spot. Arosa after round 1 could be a good spot. Um, Kim possibly after round 1 could be a good spot. Bukowskis after round 1 could be a good spot. Spivak obviously after round 1 will be a good spot. So yeah, definitely some good live betting opportunities. Walla Walla, good shit there. Goldstein at 3.5-1. I have a little action on Fire Fist versus Mechanics at the distance. Shane buys kick the girl's head off at a similar rate. Yes. Barrio decision plus 300 for a while. Good value. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I do think he gets it done late, but obviously the best outcome will probably be a decision there. Dylan Ray is saying, any suggestions for a better betting site than my bookie? They don't offer live betting and seem a bit sketchy. It depends on where you are, Dylan. It truly depends on where you are. I know Jay didn't get it last night. Now I feel I can't take it. In terms of Dylan, in terms of other sites that you could potentially use, I know the trusted ones are like Bookmaker, Pinnacle, Cool Bet is another one that I use. Promo code MMALOTN. uh, Intertops is another one that I use, but they don't have live betting. So yeah, there's a ton of good ones too. All right, I'm done. That's a wrap for me. Good luck on the bets. Again, fights kick off in just under an hour and a half. I got to get to work on a couple things before the fights actually kick off. Again, final bets for myself. No lock in the night play. Only got 2 units on Mark Andre Barrio at minus 175. And then I have a half unit stab on Sergey Spivak at plus 190. And then obviously a little bit of that Kim KO, as I hope that does come through. Tio took it when Kim gets that KO. We will both be across his DMs. Yes, let's see how it goes. Doughboy, do you bet on Dana White's contender series fights? I do not, but I'm going to be dropping written breakdowns on my Patreon for it. I might make 1 or 2 unit plays on them. Again, I don't like the outside factor of guys needing to have highlight reel type performances to get signed to the UFC. I feel like it kind of detracts them from their regular game plan, especially when you're taping these guys. But I feel like there are some spots we need to take advantage of. Brunson's live for a sub possibility. Again, we didn't think Tyron Woodley was going to sub him, and he did. Kim KO was plus 1,000 ounce, plus 600 seeds. People listening. People listening. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate the love. Hit that like, hit that subscribe on the way out. If you guys want to support your boy a little bit more, Patreon is the best way to do so. $5 a month. Link is in the description below. Good luck on your bets. And I will see you guys. I will do a Locky late night at some point next week, but it is an off week since there's no UFC. The next UFC event is actually September 18th, so I'll be back with a full week's worth of content. During that September 18th week. Otherwise, I'll try to do at least 1 or 2 Locky late nights next week just to kick it with you guys. All right, good luck and peace out.